Good morning, students. As you all know, we were doing chapter number 7, that is our country India. And today we will learn about locational setting of India, neighboring countries of India, and political and administrative divisions of India. So let us first read about the locational setting of India. India is located in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north, passes almost halfway through the country. From south to north, mainland of India extends between 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north latitudes. From west to east, India extends between 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east longitudes. If we divide the world into eastern and western hemispheres, which hemisphere would India belong to? So children, India is located in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Cancer, which is an important parallel of latitude, its value is 23.5 degree north. It passes almost through the center of our country. And children, you will be surprised to know that it even passes through Ranchi near Kake. So children, now the exact location of India on the earth is also given here. As you all can see, India extends between 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minute north latitude. So this is the latitude on which India is located. Then from south to north and so that was from south to north. Now from west to east, India is located between 68 degree and 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east longitude. So this is the exact location of India on the earth. So both latitudes and longitudes are given. Now children, the question is that if we divide the world into eastern and western hemisphere, then to which hemisphere would India belong? So children, India will belong to the eastern hemisphere. So India is on the northern part and towards the eastern hemisphere. Next, due to the great longitudinal extent of about 29 degrees, there could be a wide differences in local time of places located at two extreme points of India. As such, the difference between these 2 points would be of about 2 hours. As you have learnt earlier, the local time changes by 4 minutes for every 1 degree of longitude. The sun rises about 2 hours earlier in the west, means Arunachal Pradesh, than in the west, means Gujarat. You have already read earlier why the local time of longitude 82 degree 30 minutes east has been taken as the Indian Standard Time. This meridian or longitude is also termed as the Standard Meridian of India. So children, since India is a very big country and the longitudinal extent of India is about 29 degrees, so children, this could lead to differences in the local time places that are located at two extreme points of India. So now children, you must be wondering where did this 29 degree come from? So children, if you subtract the values of longitudes that we have seen here, so 68 degree and 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. So if you are going to subtract these values, if you are going to take away 68 from 97, so you will get approximately 29 degrees. So children, this difference of 29 degree can be almost of 2 hours. So places that are on the east will be 2 hours ahead of the places that are on the west. And children, we have already read in chapter 2 that for every 1 degree of longitude, the local time changes by 4 minutes. So as a result children, what will happen? The sun will rise 2 hours earlier in the east than in the west. And lastly children, we all know that 82° and 30-minute east has been taken as the Indian Standard Time because it is located in the center of all longitudes in which our country is located. And this 82.5° east is also known as the standard meridian of India. Now next children, we are going to read about India's neighbors. There are 7 countries that share land boundaries with India. Find out names of these countries from figure 7.1. How many of these countries do not have access to any sea or ocean? Across the sea to the south lie our island neighbors Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by the Palk Strait. So children, there are 7 countries that share the land boundaries with India. As you can see over here in this figure, there are 7 countries. So we have Afghanistan, Pakistan, then China, Nepal, then we have Bhutan, then we have Bangladesh and Myanmar. So these are the 7 neighboring countries of India. Now children, Afghanistan, Nepal and Bhutan, these 3 countries do not have access to sea or ocean. So these countries do not have access to any sea or ocean. And lastly children, to the south we have our island neighbors, that is Sri Lanka and Maldives. And children, Sri Lanka, as we all know, is separated from India by the very known Palk Strait. Now next we will move to political and administrative divisions. India is a vast country. For administrative purposes, the country is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Telangana became the 29th state of India on 2nd June 2014. It was previously a part of Andhra Pradesh. Delhi is the national capital. The states have been formed mainly on the basis of languages. Rajasthan is the largest state and Goa is the smallest state in terms of area. The states are further divided into districts. Now children, we all know that our country is a very vast and a huge country. So for better administration, for ruling it in a better way, the country is furthermore divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. Now children, here I would like to tell you that this figure 29 states and 7 union territories, this is an old figure. Today children, India has 28 states and in total 8 union territories. So there are 28 states and 8 union territories. The 8 union territories are Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Chandigarh, then you have Dadar and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Earlier children, Dadar and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu were separate. They were separate union territories, but now they have become a single union territory. So first is Andaman and Nicobar Island, second is Chandigarh, third is Dadar and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, then fourth is Delhi, then we have fifth Ladakh, then we have Lakshadweep, Jammu and Kashmir, and lastly we have Puducherry. So these are in total the 8 union territories. Now children, Telangana was declared as the new 29th state of India and it was declared on June 2nd, 2014. So this date is important. And Telangana was separated from Andhra Pradesh. So it was previously a part of Andhra Pradesh. Then children, we all know that the capital of our country is Delhi, and the states, all the states have been formed mainly on the basis of languages spoken in different states. And Rajasthan is the largest state, whereas Goa is the smallest state in terms of area. And lastly children, the states are further divided into districts. Now here children, on the first page you have this do you know. So large countries which stretch extensively from west to east do not have a single standard time for the whole country. The USA and Canada have 7 and 6 time zones respectively. So children, when a country is very huge, then they do not have one single standard time over there. That is why, since USA and Canada are very large in terms of size, that is why USA has 7 and Canada has 6 time zones respectively. Now, do you remember how many time zones are there in Russia? So children, this we have learnt in chapter number 2 when we were doing globe, latitude and longitude. Then we have studied that Russia, since it is also a very huge country, that is why they have 11 standard times or 11 time zones in their country. So Russia has 11 time zones. USA has 7 and Canada has 6. So this is also important. You need to memorize the time zones of different countries also. So children, with this we have finished with today's portion. So I request all the students to please go through what we have learned today, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me through Campus Care. Now I'll see you in the next class. Thank you children.